My name is Lady Æva Dyer. I have today some 14th century split mittens. So this is an entry based off of the process of making the mittens. The extant examples are actually in manuscripts, showing people laboring, working with them, and then later on showing some of them may be used for winter mittens. So I started out with these by seeing a photo of one of the manuscripts showing these delightful mittens that I loved, and I said, I want those. So I decided to make them. I started by patterning them with a paper pattern, tracing my own hand out, and then as I worked through it, I refined my paper pattern into a much more usable pattern, but too small for my hand, so I had to re-enlarge it to finally get a working paper pattern that then became a fabric pattern before making the final gloves. So these are all hand sewn. They're made out of wool, so they should stand up to the cold. And that's kind of it for them. If you have all your fingers splayed out, that's a lot of sewing, a lot of seams. It's also not terribly warm if you have all your fingers apart. Whereas if you have them all mushed together, you don't have the dexterity to do things. A lot of the manuscripts show people actually working using these to protect their hands. And I like that you can change how close your fingers are together to get a different kind of grip. So you can actually get a pincher grip with these mittens. Mittens aren't actually lined. These guys are a prototype, so they are just wool. However, you would have mittens that would have the leather on the outside and then the soft, fuzzy critter on the inside to keep your hands warm. Actually, wool is pretty waterproof, but it wicks it away versus like if you put cotton into water and pull your hand out, you're gonna be a little popsicle, whereas the wool naturally sheds, especially if you re-put lanolin on them. They'll repel the water to an extent. Fortunately, I didn't come across what else they could be. I would assume you would go with what you have, which you could probably make them out of linen. But really, you're going to want that leather, especially if you're using them like the examples I found in the manuscripts show people like working in the garden. And you're probably going to want some sort of leather to stop between anything sharp and prickly in the garden.